So welcome back to another episode of the FIFA News Show. We've reached the promised land, folks, because this is the last episode before the FIFA 21 reveal at EA Play. Now I'm going to talk about EA Play in this episode, what you need to know going into it and what to expect from it. And we're also going to be covering some other FIFA 21 news and also some FIFA 20 stuff as well. Now if you do enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like. It always helps when you do that. So we've got over 164,000 subscribers on this channel, but there's still a big majority of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed. So if you want to know all the latest FIFA news and FIFA 21 stuff, make sure you subscribe today, join the other side. So I noticed that Patrick has now become a new channel member and he's one of the first ever for my channel, so I wanted to say thank you for your support personally. If you're interested, make sure you look for the join button. If you can't find it, I'll put the link in the description. And you also get some exclusive icons when you comment on my videos. So right now we've got the Champions League patch that gets added next to your name. And then after a month, it changes to a Premier League one, and it changes after each tier. So like I said in the intro to this video, I mentioned that this is going to be the last episode before EA Play. And now we're going to talk about it and just I'll give you stuff to expect and also the reveal date and all that kind of stuff. So if you didn't know, EA Play is going to be going live. It's going to be a live stream that you can tune into. No one can actually go there and experience it because it's closed. So it's just going to be a digital stream. And it's going to be on the 18th of June, which is only a day or two away depending on when you're watching this. And it's going to be at 4 PM PDT time. So that is about 9 AM the next day in Sydney, Australia. Or if you're in London, it's about midnight on the next day. So I can't give you any more other time zones because I don't really know, but you can just go into Google, type in, the time zone you want, and it'll convert it for you. But regardless, we'll talk about everything there is to know about FIFA 21 after the premiere, so make sure you subscribe to know all the latest stuff. Now, I expect EA Play to follow the same sort of structure as last year and all the other EA Plays, because it's not just going to be FIFA 21's reveal, it's also going to be other games that EA has made as well, and you might get some next-gen news. You'll get a FIFA 21 trailer, maybe some news on gameplay features or whatever their flagship feature is going to be this year, and that's pretty much it. Please don't go into it expecting career mode news or something unless they've done like a complete overhaul where they're doing like a story mode or something. Don't expect too much here because EA put out a tweet that said 5 days until you get to see a glimpse of FIFA at EA Play Live. So on June 18th, go to ea.com and you can watch the stream live. But it just says glimpse of FIFA there, so yeah, I'm not really like getting too excited. Also on the tweet it says where footballers come to play. Don't know if that's like the marketing campaign going into it, but it's got Hazard on the cover, but it's from FIFA 20's image obviously. And yeah, not much more to say about that one. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I feel like it's going to be like that San Andreas meme where CJ's walking through and it's like, oh, here we go again. That's exactly how I'm feeling at the moment because a lot of things need to change to really make FIFA great again. And I don't think we're going to get those changes unless next gen is something spectacular for this game. FIFA 20's flagship feature was Volta, FIFA 19's was the Champions League, FIFA 18 was Ronaldo getting scanned, FIFA 17 was the Frostbite engine. Now there was some talk that EA was going to Unreal Engine 5 for FIFA 21. I don't think that's going to be happening. We spoke about that last week. I think FIFA 21 will be on Frostbite still. I'm just wondering what the flagship feature is going to be about this year because I can't really come up with anything besides a new engine or maybe beach soccer. So yeah, when it comes to EA Play, they don't really reveal too much about crew mode and pro club, so don't expect any of that information unless EA changes its ways all of a sudden. Just expect gameplay features, a trailer, maybe a flagship feature if they've got one, maybe some next gen info, and that's about it. So it looks like there's going to be a new team in FIFA 21. It's a club in the Mexican League. I think they relocated, they changed their name, so they're going to appear as a rebranded version of themselves in FIFA 21. I don't know the full details. I just saw this report by FIFA All-Stars who says that the Monarcas de Morelia, which is the club name of the Liga Mexico, becomes Mazatlan FC. There we go. We will see them in FIFA 21. So yeah, it's just a rebrand, a relocation of this club. On Wikipedia, which is definitely not a source you should be using if you're doing assignments, they say that on June 2nd, 2020, the club and Liga MX announced the club's relocation to Mazatlan just 2 days before the club's 70th anniversary. Now on the 8th of June, Wikipedia says that Mazatlan unveiled its crest and colours. The team colours are purple, black and white. So you can see with that picture, that is the new club branding. So you're going to be seeing that in FIFA 21 now, as long as the Mexican League is still licensed. I think it will be. Could FIFA be getting a crossplay feature? I don't know if it would be FIFA 21. I don't know if it would ever happen, but you never know. It looks like EA is sort of stepping into that crossplay world now. Their first game is going to be Need for Speed Heat, and it's going to be the first EA game to feature crossplay across PC, PS4 and Xbox One with its final update. So imagine if FIFA was like crossplay between PC, PS4 and Xbox. I mean, the market might be pretty chaotic, but for the PC people that play Ultimate Team, it's pretty dead. Like, I've tried it and there's really not much, and everything's overpriced. So it would be good for that kind of market, especially because they're introducing the Google Stadia platform to FIFA 21 as well. That could help with crossplay as well. So maybe one day we'll get it, but right now it's Need for Speed Heat, and we're still waiting for any future announcements for any other game. Earlier this week we had the PS5 Reveal, and I love the memes that came with it. It looks like a Netgear router, those Wi-Fi routers. But regardless, I think it's going to be a good console. I can't wait to get my hands on it. There was no sign of any FIFA trailers or anything at that event, so don't feel like you missed anything. There was nothing there. I was expecting maybe a 5 or 10 second shout out to FIFA, considering they do have a partnership with PlayStation, but it looks like nothing happened, so you're going to have to wait till EA Play to see any kind of FIFA 21 stuff. So this week, the major title update happened in FIFA 20. It was title update number 18, which came out on all platforms, so you should be able to download on PC, PS4 and Xbox. It didn't fix much, apparently. It just added in some tools that they use to, investigate gameplay stuff, what they always come out with every year. It also added in a few new boots for Volta and also some new kits that are going to be coming to Ultimate Team really soon. But most importantly, this patch added in a full team of icons that you can use in offline mode, and they're also available in career mode using a certain method. I'll tell you that soon. But this team is called Soccer Aid. It's available in the rest of the world section, and it's got a team of icons, as you can see. Pele, Maradona, Zidane, Ronaldinho, whatever you want is there, besides a few I think that are missing. So in the other video I did the other day, I was testing out a few ways to get these guys into career mode, but I couldn't do it using my methods, but there is a way. A few people figured it out. First off, make sure you've got the latest squad updates in your game. That'll help. And what you have to do is go to club transfers and actually just pick any club here. And let's say you wanted to transfer a guy. You press the triangle button and you can search by name. So if you wanted Maradona, for instance, you have to manually search his name, and you'll find the guy in the Soccer Aid team, and then you can pick whichever club he's going to go to. So if you wanted to do a team of icons, you would have to go with a specific club like United or something and add them into the team and replace the existing players. So there's no way you can actually find the team and add them into career mode as a team, as a Soccer Aid team. You have to just search the players up by themselves and add them into an existing club. Now, some people don't like that because you're replacing real-life players, and some people don't want to put icons into career mode at all, but I guess for those people that want to try it out, there is a way to do it. Now, theoretically, you could also do a player career mode with a specific icon or something. So we're going to use Maradona at United, for instance. We're in player career mode, and technically, you could pick him if you really wanted to. He's right at the bottom there, 97 overall, and you could do a player career mode with him. So I guess that opens up a whole new experience, doing it with an icon, but is he going to retire after 1 year? I don't know. That's something to test out, I guess. And I'll tell you guys another hack. Let's say you wanted to do a storyline with an icon as a manager. You could also do that. You would just have to put the guy into player career mode like I did with Maradona, and then you just retire him and you send him over to manager mode. You pick a club for him, and he will become the manager of that club. And you can do any storylines you want with an icon manager. That could be pretty cool, for certain people in the icons team. I think there's a lot of potential there. So yeah, it's good because it's opened up a few new things you can do with it now with the icons. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you that last time in the last video. It just didn't cross my mind to manually search the players up, but you can do that, and you can transfer a full team of icons to a specific club in the game. Now, you might notice something weird with the Soccer Aid team kits. There's only a home jersey that is available to use in the game. Now, I thought that was, just a thing that EA did. There was no away jersey that existed, but it turns out there is supposed to be an away jersey here that you could choose from. EA put out a statement through their direct communications account that said, through a server release, we've added the Soccer Aid World 11 FC to kick off on all the platforms. A new team with some of the most renowned names in football history. You can access it in the rest of the world category when live form is set to on. Straight away after that tweet, they put out another one that said, we've seen the feedback that only one of the kits is available to use for this team, and we are actively investigating. So man, you release this and then you can't even get an away kit going in the game. Who checks this stuff before it goes out? So we have a new FIFA 20 squad update for the 11th of June. It's not a big one. The only player that got added was Levin Wana, who plays for FC Thun. We've got removed players here, just a couple, 5 or 6 I think. And then in the updated section, we have a new face for El Buzetti. I think his face got added in like a couple title updates ago, but they haven't opened it up until now. That's a bit funny. But we've also got Ten Long, who was another face that went from no to yes now for the real face column. Then we've got Diaz, who went to 71 potential. So 2 new faces here. These were in previous title updates, but they've unlocked them now for some reason. So we could be reaching a day where FIFA points could get banned in FIFA. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but there is investigations now started by the UK. I'm going to take a look at this article. It says UK could class loot boxes as gambling to protect children. Ministers call for evidence on video games such as FIFA that charge money for rewards. Loot boxes, a controversial element of video games, could be reclassified as a gambling product over concerns they are training children to gamble. The Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport will this week launch a call for evidence on the increasingly common feature of games such as football franchise FIFA. The move has been spurred by mounting concern that the mechanics of the loot boxes are encouraging this style of behavior among children, potentially leading them into addiction in later life. Well, it's not going to be uncommon to, think that this could lead to some sort of an addiction. Loot boxes allow players to spend money on in-game rewards such as special characters or equipment without knowing what they will get. If the ministers opt to reclassify loot boxes, the decision would have a significant impact on game developers who could be forced to withdraw some titles or redesign them so that they can be sold to people under 18. So yeah, it'll happen like what Belgium did. They banned FIFA points and EA can only allow them to purchase players and stuff using the coins in the game. So if that happens in Ultimate Team here for the rest of the world, that could be a big thing as well, because maybe we might get a better product overall instead of all the focus going on to Ultimate Team every year. So there's people saying that they should be considered stuff, but overall it says that they're going to be investigating, looking for evidence, and they're already listing countries like Belgium who have banned this sort of stuff. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is a positive sign towards the end goal here. But I think there could be a day in the future where FIFA points get banned and you can't actually use them anymore. Now let's move on to a foot update. EA Direct came out and said, with many top football leagues still ramping up towards restarting, our current plan is for Team of the Week to return on the 24th of June. Weekend League rewards this coming weekend for the 12th of June to the 14th of June will be the same as the ones available for the 5th of June to the 7th of June. So yeah, they've given us a date for Team of the Week's return. I don't know if anyone's excited for that, but they're coming back on the 24th. And on the 17th of June, we've got another promo coming out called Summer Heat. So if you're interested in that, make sure you just keep a lookout. So over the last couple of weeks, there was rumours suggesting that Konami might be doing a little bit of a season update for PES 2021. They're not going to be, creating a full game with new features and stuff, and they're going to focus on PES 22. Now, that rumour seems to be coming to reality soon because the Australian government has classified PES 21 as a season update. If you go to the classification website, or even if you search PES 2021 Australia, I think this website comes up as one of the first links. And the Australian government has called this game eFootball PES 21 Season Update. So that is probably the name of PES 21. And it's classified on the 29th of May, which means we're going to get some probably reveal soon. Now, what does a season update mean? Well, I don't really know for sure what they're planning, but I think it's just going to be like a roster update. You might have to pay for it, like with a tiny fee to get like a new patch or something. Or they'll just give all the existing PES 20 customers a season update where it's the same game, you download a patch and it just updates your rosters, maybe some kits as well, and maybe some stadiums. I don't think they're going to be doing a proper game this year. So we spoke last week about some competitions using official FIFA 20 audio for their games because obviously the fans can't go into the stadium yet. And we got confirmation that the La Liga will be using FIFA 20 audio. EA put out a tweet that said volume up. Watch all the remaining La Liga matches this season with atmospheric audio provided by EA Sports FIFA. So if you're going to be watching any La Liga matches and you hear fan noise, it's coming from FIFA 20. So that's all for the news this week. Make sure you check out this FIFA 20 video. Hit the card in the middle. It'll take you right there. I'll see you next time.